Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. This is Theodore. You're catching us on True Divine 44. You can also get me on my Facebook page, True Divine 44, Bitchute True Divine 44, and The True Divine for both Instagram and Twitter. Any likes, shares, subscribes, comments, follows, greatly appreciated. Much love to everybody who is doing that thus far. I appreciate you all. So you going? Okay. This is where I put out as much free content as I can to help support, guide, and inspire those who want to be supported, guided, and inspired. Take what resonates. It is general. I combine the energy work that I do and the tarot work that I do to bring a narrative to help guide you on your day, to help you make the most of your day, to help you recognize the energies within you, around you, and within others. I haven't been making it every day this week. Family commitments and other commitments, helping someone else out has meant that I've been pretty stretched. So bear with me when I'm not making certain days. I'll always come back. So this is for the 17th of November 2020. And it is interesting. Has any day not been in the year of 2020? So we have the Hangman, a card that keeps coming up, keeps making itself apparent. It's a new recurrent card, I would say, over the last week or so in particular, asking us to take a different perspective, a different look at things from a different angle, find enlightenment, find your truth, but do that by being still and observant to some extent, to a great extent, until we're going to get into that more. On the bottom of the other deck, we have the Four of Wands, so this shows that it's underpinning energy of the home, people closest to you, effects in the home, what is threatening the happiness of the home for a lot of people, or where have others found their happiness within the home. So those are the two underpinning energies. So we go to the first card being the Magician, and it's in reverse. The Magician in its upright is brilliant. It is knowing that you have all of the tools on the table, getting through all of the experiences and the lessons that you've learned. The true hermeticist, the true alchemist, being able to utilize what you have to the best in any given time. In reverse, this is a trickster energy. This is the type of energy that will trip you up, will smile at you and be plotting behind your back at the same time, always trying to stay, and usually for a long time being able to do so a few steps ahead of you, in order to channel you and trick you into the position that they want you to be in. So to clarify that card, we have the Ace of Wands. And so this speaks to passions. It speaks to initiations of new passions or old passions revisited. Now, in a lot of people's individual lives, this trickster energy is very, very close to them, is probably from the outside looks as their biggest advocate. And even from your own perspective, if this resonates with you, you'll have gut instinct to not all being right or as it seems. But at the same time, for now, I do feel a lot of people are in the energy of not quite recognizing the person that is closest to them in their individual lives for what they are. And so we see that a lot of people are hooking into and using passion as a tool in a lot of lives today. We see that people are trying to trigger and entice people into solidifying relationships or getting back into old relationships by the passions being sparked up again. It's not a nice energy. but to all the world, and even to you, it could look like the sweetest, nicest energy in the world, because for a lot of people that I'm picking up on, this has been something that they have that they've longed for a long time. They still haven't quite gotten over the loss of the intimacy and passion within a relationship or within a friendship. And so that's to be aware of, and that's where this card comes in, and also this other card comes in on both of the decks on the bottom, this Hangman and this Four of Wands. That, you know, who are you lying next to? Who are you closest to? Who are you allowing into your home? Do you really know them? Did you ever really know them at all? Or are you just seeing a complete side of them that you've never ever seen before? Because they have been triggered into this in some which way, but it's not coming from a fruitful place. It's not coming from a place of love or a place of true feeling or a place of true worth for themselves or for you. So we're seeing that a lot for a lot of people, actually. So this next card is the page, the knave in this deck, and the page of cups in reverse also. And so this speaks to this trickster energy that is closest to you. You know, really hooking into your naivety, to your childlike naivety, to entice you to stay with them, to go along with something that they're asking you to go along with, to accommodate them in a way that wouldn't normally make you feel too comfortable in doing so. And with that being said, to clarify that, we have the Seven of Swords, another card that keeps popping up repetitively. And so there's a theft at play here. There's a theft from you, if this resonates with you, that is happening in the plain light of day, that is so in your face that you cannot see it. It's so into your home, ingrained into your daily routine, that you can't even see it. But this theft has taken place. It feels like, as well, with this Magician card in reverse and this Ace of Wands, that this is, on one hand, triggered mentality and behavior from the perpetrator, that is the Magician in reverse. But also there's a plan into this. There's a plot into this, and so they have a means to an end that you have no clue about, and would never guess as to how low that would be. So to be really aware of your gut feelings, to be really aware of the signs and synchronicities that you're being given, to look for this, find it, and get yourself out of this. We have the Queen of Pentacles for the next card, and that is speaking of this queen is compassionate, this queen, but it's also businesslike. And so a lot of the finances might be tied into you shoving down that gut feeling, shutting down that internal voice that is telling you there's something to be wary of here. And the compassion takes over. But also, if this resonates with you, there is the fear of all of the financial embroidery that goes into having a shared home, or shared finances in any way, business even. It feels very much so in the home, though. And so it speaks of that it also on your part, it might be an easier pill to swallow to get lost in this scenario that this Magician in reverse is creating, to get lost in the scenario and almost mimic until you feel the feelings of compassion or passion, to silence that inner voice even more so that you don't have to deal with what is glaringly obvious, but so obvious that it is hard to spot. And that's where the Hangman comes back in again. You need to re-engage with the wisdom of the Hangman, seeing who your real captor is, seeing who your real jailer is, seeing who is in the center of all drama in your life, all things that seem to, if you were to unpick them, if you were to stand up in a court of law, for instance, and say, well, I know that it was them who enticed me to go there or do this or be there. They would say, well, where's the evidence? Where were they? They're the type of people that are able to set the cat amongst the pigeons and sit way, way back like a sniper and watch all of the chaos ensue. So it's very hard to reroute your brain to find them, to see them for what they have caused. That they actually released the cat out of the back of the van before they drove off. It's that kind of energy. So we have the Six of Pentacles to clarify this Queen of Pentacles. And it is to be very wary of who you are giving your reciprocity to, who you are giving your generosity to, who you are giving your charity to, your compassion to, who you're sharing your finances with. And so for the individual life that this resonates with, this is a heavy energy. And it might be that you hear this video today and it's maybe a few weeks, months down the line where as they always do, the magician makes itself apparent in its reverse position, and you're able to recall these words, and then you're able to see all of the foldovers and cogs in the wheel that were turning at this time, to show that this was what was going on in your life. It is a difficult thing to deal with, but it's only as difficult as finding the wisdom to be able to re-engage and be enlightened in yourself, to not be fearful of letting go of things just because you fear change, just because you fear perceived consequences. To be able to engage with that intuition, engage with that inner voice, that gut instinct that is trying to give you a heads up, a warning as to what is going on right now. On the collective stage, we see that, it is a day where there are many things going on that are being played by, again, this hidden trickster, these hidden magicians, behind their screens, instigating passions and rivalries between different groups, to try and stir the pot, to try and see the chaos ensue. And again, that is coming up a lot through childlike naivety, that the childlike naivety gets hooked into this trickster energy and only sees the surface layer, does not go looking for the initiator of it, the trickster themselves, does not see that by seemingly fighting their corner in the naive childlike way, what is being stolen from them from behind, but in the plain light of day, sees that they are being drawn into, pulled into what would seem like a good cause at the time, what would seem like a worthy cause at the time, yet it'll be revealed, unveiled that these causes, these charities that I see is just like organized religion, when they get too big, there was nothing good at all there, and all it was to do was to break up the home and the hierarchy in the home and the roles within the home even more so. So take what you will from that, leave a comment. Much love, stay balanced and stay whole. If you'd like a personal reading with me, or any energy work, or any spiritual guidance sessions, hit me up at truedivinemedia@gmail.com, or you can get me at truedivine44. Send me a private message on Facebook there, with whatever service you would require. I'll get back in touch with you and get that hooked up real quick. Other than that, I'll see you again real soon.